Peace, it's Equality Fragrances coming to you from Prince George's County, Maryland. Welcome to my cipher. A cipher is a person, place, a thing within my circumference. The understanding of a cipher is peace. For all those new to the channel and those who have been supporting me since day one, I humbly appreciate all your support. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell so you'll be notified when I drop some new videos. All of that goes a long way in helping the channel grow, and it costs you nothing to do. I'm telling you, those like buttons really help with the algorithm, and I appreciate everything you do. If you have any questions, don't forget to follow me first and hit me on IG. I reply to all inbox messages to people who are following me. So with that being said, come on in, sit down, and let's build. Today, I'm gonna be doing my full review on a 2020 release. And this is coming from the house of Mancera. Mancera, I wanna say it was 2019 or 18. It was just kind of mediocre releases, but a lot of the fragrances I have smelt, which were released in 2020, I love them all, and a lot of them have become some of my favorite Manceras, like Vetiver Sensual, Saharian Wind, and now I'm gonna be introducing you to Midnight Gold. We're gonna go over this. What does it smell like? When will I wear it? And what's my overall thoughts and opinions about this fragrance? Let's begin. So of course, you wanna know, what does it smell like? Let me spray it on hand so be reminded of opening. It's magnetic, so you know you have that that switch that, look at that. You can smell it in the air. Oh, this is good. In the opening, you're gonna get a lot of bright citrus. And what I mostly get is lime. I know it to be a good lime because it's the same lime they use in Vetiver Sensual. You get a beautiful, bright, zesty, zingy lime note. And to be honest, I'm starting to love lime in fragrances more than I love bergamot in fragrances, especially during the spring and summer. Lime just pops. There's mandarin orange listed in this, but to me, I don't really smell a mandarin orange. To me, it's the mandarin orange is supporting the juiciness of the overall citrus accord that's being presented here. Oh, it's peppery, and it's really, and I mean extremely aromatic, which comes from the rosemary and cardamom. Those notes are up front and center, so it's really aromatic. So you get this citrus, spicy, aromatic. There's also pick up on some, I also pick up on some rose, but the rose isn't something to be scared of. It's not a overly floral rose. To me, it comes off like soapy, almost like a rose soap, if that makes any sense, or anybody familiar with what it is I'm saying. It's like clean. It's just a nice clean rose, and you get cedarwood. So to sum it up, in the opening, you can get bright citruses, aromatic, spicy aromatic, woody, soapy is what you get. A traditional masculine fragrance. Everything about this fragrance is masculine. Just because it's masculine, does that mean that it's not unisex? No. A woman can wear whatever she wants. A man can wear whatever they want. If you like it, wear it. But does that take away from something being overly masculine or feminine? I kind of changed my views on that, because my thoughts is, if I close my eyes and I blindfolded 100 people and I sprayed the fragrance in the air and I walk through and say, hey, what do you think? A man or woman walk through this room? Most people will say, oh, a man walked through this room. They will. Doesn't mean it's not going to smell different on feminine skin. So don't be shy from it, women. If it's something you're interested in, definitely sample and try it out. As the fragrance transitions to the end, because it's only really like 2 transitions of this fragrance. I know note pyramids have top, mids, and bases. There's only 2 transitions in this fragrance. As it dries down, it becomes extremely woody. Now, oud is in here, but oud isn't something that's medicinal or like stanky. It's real, or animalic. It's not. It's almost like the oud they used in Mancera's Gold Prestigium. Very wearable, hardly can detect it. So you get in this oak moss, so you get just woodiness. The cedar wood, the oud and the oak moss just blends. You get this beautiful, and this is where the sweetness of the fragrance really starts to show its head, of this amber chord. It's extremely vanillic. It's not resinous, it's vanillic. And it adds sweetness. It's warm, but it's not too warm where you can't wear in the spring and summer to me, if that makes any sense. Like some amber fragrances, like Saharian Wind, first of all, wear your fragrances whenever you want to wear them. But something like this, Saharian Wind, which I did a review on, I love, is a little bit heavier, it's denser, and it's something that I think would be more suited for the fall and the winter. It just performs very well then. I think maybe a summer night, depending on where I'm at, I may or may not wear that. But for the most part, I would probably grab Midnight Gold. So it's a little warm, but it's vanillic. It adds sweetness, but it's not cloying sweet. And then you have that sensual white musk that Mancera likes to use. So it's very clean. This fragrance is phenomenal. When can you wear this fragrance? You can wear this fragrance whenever. And I mean whenever you feel like wearing this fragrance. If you're wearing a suit, you can wear this fragrance. If you're wearing jeans and a t-shirt, you can wear this fragrance. If you're going to a wedding, you can wear this fragrance. You're going to work, you can wear this fragrance. You're going on the first date, you can wear this fragrance. This is signature scent worthy. I don't believe in signature scent because I have different moods, but to be honest, this is like an intelligent reach fragrance. When you don't want to think about it, you say, I just want to smell good, you can pick it up and go. Now, with that said, what else does this somewhat remind me of, if I can simplify it in case I didn't paint a good picture for you? If you took one of my favorite fragrances from the house, Soleil d'Italie, and you took away the aquatic nuance of this fragrance, you would somewhat get something similar to this. Do they smell alike? No. Is it redundant to have both? No, absolutely not. But if anybody ever heard me talk about this, I said this is like something that Giorgio Armani would release. It could easily have been in their Acqua di Agio line. And if you walk through a mall and everybody's spraying Invictus and Acqua di Agio and Chanel in the air, and you walk through the mall, that aroma you get, that's what this smells like. It's just very mass appealing. What this smells like, because I know my demographic, looking at my analytics, so I know most of you all are old enough to understand. This smells like, you ever got those magazines back in the days? And inside those magazines, they had perfume ads. And inside those perfume ads, they would have a folded paper on the end, and you could open it up and basically smell the fragrance inside through the paper. And if you was young, you would probably rip that paper out and put it and rub it all over your skin so you can smell like cologne. That's what this smells like. It smells like magazine cologne. Is that a bad thing? No, it's not. But I also recognize that in every community, there's different sects of said community. You have elitists, and they about the dumbest of the bunch. Because they think they really matter, and they really don't in the grand scheme of things, because nobody really cares. But that's fine, they exist. Then you have people who say, listen, I love perfumery, I love the passion of perfumery, I like to collect fragrances, but I'm just at the point in my fragrance lifespan where I kind of want something that's new, something that's different, something that's transportive, maybe smells a little bit natural. I get those people. I understand. I'm kind of that way. I just won't buy everything. This isn't going to be for you all. It's just not. But if you're somebody like 90% of the world's population who wears fragrance, who just wants to smell good, you just want to smell good. You want to go somewhere, you want to get complimented, you want to smell good. This is for you all. This is for you all. Amazing. Longevity, that's funny. Story time. While testing this, I would have easily told you all that it's a mid-tier Mancera. You're probably only going to get about 8 hours, 8.5 hours on this composition. Till I put on about 8 sprays of this. 9.5 hours later, I went to AHA to go get me something to eat. So, of course, everybody's wearing a mask. The manager, who doesn't know me as the fragrance guy, has no knowledge that I'm like, knows like, oh, let me see what he smelled like today. No, not that person. Is sitting me and says, excuse me, what is that you're wearing? You smell really good. 9.5, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it so much that when she set me down, I went to smell places that I knew I sprayed like on the inside of my arm. And it was, I would have thought it was like somewhat of a skin scent. But you're telling me at 9.5 hours, you can smell this through a mask to tell me I was smelling good? I still can't believe that happened. But with that and all my testing, you're going to get about 10 hours on skin. It's just, it's going to last. Is it a room filler? Nah. If you really want to perform like wonderful, I mean, just put more sprays on. You put like 15 sprays on, depending on where you are, that'll determine. But how to spray your fragrances, that's a whole nother Frag Talk video I'll get into on another date. But, so longevity is going to be good. Overall, on a scale of 1 to 10, what do I give this fragrance? I give this fragrance an 8.5 easily, without a doubt. Highly complimented, smells phenomenal. Is it complex? No. Is it new? No. Is it something that I never smelled before? Kinda, no, not really. So I just can't give it a 10. 10s must matter. If I get something to 10, it has to matter, right? If everything gets a 10, then it kind of 10 loses its value. But overall, it's a solid fragrance from the house. A solid release from the house. Almost everything that I have smelt so far from 2020 release have all smelled good. I haven't been disappointed in one of them because 2018 and 19 was a horrible year for Mancera. They released a lot of subpar fragrances, in my opinion. But that's my overall thoughts on Midnight Gold. I think it's a great pickup for that person. You can probably find 120 ml for around 70, 80 bucks at discounters. You can't go wrong with picking this up. I mean, you buy Chanel, it's going to cost you 120 for 100 ml. You get more bang for your buck. That's why I like the House of Mancera. With that being said, thank you all for watching. I appreciate you all for taking the time out your day to spend time with me. If you have any questions, don't forget to follow me on IG. Send me a message. I'll try to help you out. But other than that, I'm going to leave you the way I greeted you. And that's in universal language of peace.